Members, welcome. We're at a pretty iconic place. We're at the Westwood Distillery in Portland, Oregon. We're with two absolute legends, Miles from Westwood, Asher from Stomping Ground. How are you guys?
Very good. Cheers.
Fantastic. Yeah. Glad you're here.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. It's amazing to be here, guys. Westwood, an absolute member favourite. Stomping Ground, one of Australia's favourite craft beers. We couldn't be more excited to be bringing to you a bit of a world-first collaboration. So we're going to dive right into it. We're going to explore the best things about this whiskey, the best things about this beer, and we're just going to have a good time. Members of the Whiskey Club know Westwood, massive craft brand, a club favourite, and iconic for creating this big, bold single malt. And people from Melbourne, people from Australia, they know Stomping Ground, classic craft beer, famous for producing some infamous big beers, some porters, but also some funky little pale ales. The club is very excited to be bringing these brands together.
And what a good idea, right?
You can tell there's a few little hints and ingredients on this table between us. There's a little bit of coconut, a little bit of cacao nibs, and there's a little bit of a porter there, and it's going to be brought together with something pretty amazing. So Asher, do you want to tell everyone a little bit about the beer that you've been brewing?
Yeah, so the Bunker Porter, we've been brewing now for about 5 years. We call it a robust porter, somewhere in between an English porter and an American porter. It's not quite as hoppy as the American porters, but it has all that sort of malt complexity that you might expect from a nice English porter. We use English yeast and a lot of English specialty malts, so roast, chocolate, caramel, especially crystal and a medium crystal, as well as some rolled oats, just to help it out with some body. For this release, we're going to do something slightly different with it, something that's an iconic Australian thing, a Lamington. Hence why we've got the cocoa nibs and the toasted coconut flakes. So this is going to be a Bunker Porter, Lamington Bunker Porter.
Yeah.
So nice flavours of chocolate and toasted coconut.
Well, could you get anything more Australian? And I mean,
No.
it's that robust. Oh, yeah, there we go.
I'm getting thirsty while we're talking
Get
about
it out.
We should try some.
Well, we should. And how could you do anything more iconically Australian than bringing those flavors together and doing a bit of a world first collab with them, bringing them all the way to the States? So you've been busy all day. As people could probably see, you're a dusty guy from brewing.
Yeah.
But you've been bringing all those flavors together on the Westwood brewing kit.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's a bit bigger than the kit we use back home. Slightly different format, but the principles are all the same. What they do here is they make beer wort and ferment it. They make beer and then they distill it. So
Yeah, I mean, same concept, right?
Yeah.
And we are brewers making whiskey.
I'd love to try this beer with you guys.
Let's have a little.
yeah,
Cheers. Miles, it's in your hands now. How are we going to make this whiskey?
Oof, man. God help us all. Yeah. No, this is great. I mean, to have you guys here to help make this beer is really pretty exciting. As ex-brewers, we love to, imbue this flavor into the whiskey, right? And this is going to be a first for us as well. This is a porter, Lamington style porter, right? What we're going to do is, so we have our, Westwood original, our flagship single malt. We're going to empty those casks. So they'll be used Westwood barrels. We'll then put this porter into those casks for quite a long time.
Yeah.
We're thinking probably a year at least to season these casks with. So very exciting for a number of reasons. One being that we're known for our stout cask, which is a great dark beer finish, but nothing like this ever before. Excited to see the flavor combination too. This beer is so rich and complex, and as you said, those nice kind of English style malts give it that good complexity.
Yeah.
And to have that match up with the whiskey, well, we've got some whiskey. Right?
we do.
Well,
Shall we drink it with the beer?
Let's Boilermaker this.
The first thing that jumps out for me in the porter is just the rich chocolate depth that it has. And I love too that, right, we've now steeped in the boil, right, as we're boiling this beer, we're steeping in these toasted coconut flakes and these cacao nibs, which are delicious.
Obviously, one of the most exciting things working with something like cacao nibs and coconut is that it shows the quality of ingredients, which is such an integral part of both of your kind of production setups.
Yeah.
Is that something that you've considered along this journey?
Definitely. I mean, that's the ethos of craft, right? Taking your time, being a little more thoughtful, careful with what you're doing, and sourcing excellent raw materials. 100%.
But our porter with the English yeast that we use, which is actually sourced It's actually sourced from Y yeast up Mount Hoodie, so it's a local Oregon yeast.
Didn't know that. Amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. It should produce some nice fruity esters and perhaps some more sort of dried fruit characters, which you'll also get from the malt. The chocolate roast malt will add, as the name says, a bit of chocolate character, a bit more of a dark chocolate sort of character. The roast barley will add a bit of a coffee note to it, and then your crystal malts will add caramel, dried fruit sultanas, raisins, that sort of thing. And then just a nice base of Marisota will give you a nice toasty undernote. By adding the cacao nib and the coconut, that chocolate flavour that you get from the cacao is a lot more rounded. It's a lot smoother, so that should come across through the palate and sort of blend everything together a bit nicer.
Yeah.
And the coconut should be a bit more of an aroma element. It'll just be floating on top there. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think you guys get a similar sort of flavours out of the barrel as well.
We do, absolutely. I mean, yeah, if you taste, the original, our flagship single malt, it's swimming in chocolate and coconut and fruit flavors, really. The chocolate, of course, coming from the malt, we're using that high color malt that has these great biscuity, roasty notes that you even noticed, coming off the still, off that new make still, it develops even more of a heavier chocolate note as we're distilling it, right? Then you take this new make and you put it into a charred new American oak barrel, right? And that's just tons of coconut and vanilla that you're also going to get out of that woods. And then, of course, all the fruit flavor, we're using that pale ale yeast strain. So, even, to just try these side by side, you see almost immediately how these are matching up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate, roast, caramel from the grain,
Yeah.
a little more caramel, toffee, and coconut from the barrel. That fruit note that you get from both.
The whiskey really brings out that dried fruit character a bit better,
It
doesn't
really does. And
Great Boilermaker.
it's a really good Boilermaker, which is probably means it's the basis of a really good whiskey going forward.
This might be, yeah.
Because if we look at what we're going to be doing, so obviously that Lamington Porter is going into cask now, basically.
Yeah.
Those casks in 12 months' time, where are they headed?
They're going to be used Westward barrels, so even then there's going to be an exchange between what you're already getting in the whiskey, what's going to happen with the beer, how it's going to be influenced. But as it ages, those staves are going to soak up more and more of that beer, and then in the hot months, it's going to get pushed into those staves. In the cold months, it's going to push out of the staves, back into the barrel itself. I think that the coconut, actually putting the flake coconut in the boil is going to give us an opportunity to really highlight how much coconut we get out of our whiskey, even in general, right? Like, it's there from that new barrel.
Absolutely.
But then putting this in as well, and then letting that interact with the oak over a year, I think will really just elevate the amount of beautiful, aromatic coconut that you're going to get out of this whiskey.
Yeah.
And of course the chocolate, this is delicious cacao. And we find that, as you said, this is more of kind of a rounder, sweeter, less astringent than the chocolate we'd get from from barrel aging or from distillation. So together I think will just be the really nice, well-rounded, beautiful chocolate note that is going to just be a real nice sipper.
Absolutely. And then we've got those seasoned barrels, and we're putting Westward American single malt that's new oak into those casks for a finishing period.
Exactly. Yeah, so we're pretty proficient at seasoning our casks with beer. That's how this all started, really, with our program, is just loaning our barrels out to brewers all around the city and getting them back. And so we have a pretty good idea about how long we want to do that, what's going to develop. The coolest thing, I think, that aside from making this beer with you guys, custom for this project, is, we're going to put the whiskey in after we take the beer out on the same day. Right? So these barrels are going to be wet with this porter. These barrels will be empty for a few hours before we're then racking in this fully mature Westward into that barrel for at least another year.
Can't wait to taste it.
As fresh as it'll get.
Torture that it's years away at this point, but I think we're all salivating thinking about it.
Good things come to those who wait.
Exactly. Yeah, you've got to be patient as a whiskey maker. It takes time.
Absolutely. It's almost unfair though at this point. Honestly, it's something that at the club we're incredibly excited about, and our partnership with Westward's been one where we've been able to be really forward thinking and bring in cask experiments. Obviously we've done the rum, we've done the muscat, and now we're doing something that's again pushing the boundaries. It just feels like this is a continuation of that relationship.
Exactly. You know, as we go forward, I love that you guys are just as keen to be experimental as we are. You know, and it went from this like mutual admiration to full-on collaboration. Like, you guys are here as we're making this, you know, helping us make this project come to life.
Oh, yeah.
To me, it's the pinnacle of it. Definitely.
Absolutely. Miles, just try and get rid of us. We're going to find places to just crash the night here.
Is that right? Yeah. We've got some hammocks by the stills.
Yeah. As long as they're running, keep us warm. That's
exactly.
good.
I mean, and it's this project that's now, you know, it's being made here, but it's started in Australia.
Yeah.
We brought you guys out. Asher's here to, you know, bring his delicious beer recipe to add to the conversation. It's just a true collaboration.
And you'll be recreating the recipe back home as well.
Yep. We'll brew it to match the release.
It's going to be so exciting as well to just do a limited release beer with you guys. I mean, a lot of the guys at the club, it's one of the favorite breweries, if not the favorite brewery. So I think there's a lot of quiet beer nerds at the club that always go, maybe we'll start the beer club one day. And it's from love for breweries like yours. So it's a massive cheers that you've come out, and a massive cheers to Miles for having us.
Thanks for making us part of it.
Absolutely. I'm glad you guys could join us. Are you kidding me? It's, you know, I feel like I'm always in your neck of the woods, so it's nice to have you in my town.
Yeah, I love the text I got. Welcome to my city. Look, with that, guys, I'd love to just say a cheers.
Yeah,
thanks so much for the collab.
Cheers to it.
Cheers.